Today I have a plan with me featuring this kit from Lil Bees. This kit came out last year, and when I saw the artwork, I really loved it. But like I always have like just an explosion of fall kit, so I didn't get to use it last fall, but I promised myself that I was definitely going to make use of this kit this fall. And actually, all of the kits that I used in November were all kits that were released last year. I wanted to make a special effort to use the things in my stash so that I can kind of justify buying more. Don't we all? Okay. So anyway, this kit is, like I said, from Two Little Bees. I went through the pages of the kit itself earlier, but I just want to say that she has since changed her format. So this kit, I believe back last year, she was doing what she called a mini and like a deluxe, or either a full. I can't remember the wording she used to describe it. So she had 4 pages in the mini and then 2 extra pages in the deluxe, which was one of the pages was the page that had like the full box checklist, and then I don't quite recall the other page, but it was in there anyway. So she has, like I said, she has since changed her format, and so you will get a different format if you order from her now, but you can do add-ons, so I guess that kind of makes the deluxe kit, if you want to say. So here I am. That circle that I just laid down is from My Newest Addiction. She has some really nice functional layering pieces. I'm waiting to get mine in so that I can use them on other orders. This one came off of a freebie from one of the other PR girls in the group. I don't exactly remember who. But if you want to use my code, you can always use my code, which is Coco15, and you will get my freebie, which is a floral freebie. Excuse me. Okay, so the name of this kit was, is there a name on it? I'm not sure. Was it pumpkin spice? I don't know. We're just going to say pumpkin spice. I was kind of shocked that she didn't bring this kit back because, like every year, most shops will do like a bring back of kits that, people really, really liked. And I know some kits, like there are some shops who consistently bring back the same kits. And I'm like, okay, after a while, it's like, all right, how many times you gonna bring back the same kit? No shade, but I mean, we do look for newer things. Like there's new artwork that's being released all the time, and we're excited about getting new artwork. So sometimes like kind of like less than thrilled when they release older things, but then other times I'm also like really ecstatic because that allows me, if I missed out, to pick it up. But anyway, this was not one of the kits she brought back, so I'm so sorry you cannot get it. But it was a really popular kit last year, and I'm so glad that I was actually, like, now that florals is a huge thing, because last year they weren't. There was a little bit of florals in the kit, but these florals are really popular. I've seen them used a lot. Now, I did have the florals. I got them from Alyssa's Craft Shop. I will say that her saturation was lighter. So the florals from Alyssa's Craft Shop, the saturation was lighter, so it made it feel more like the florals were made for summertime. Whereas the florals that Two Little Bees used, same florals, but the saturation was darker, so they look they give you more of a fall vibe. But I made it work. You will see that I have another set of florals that has more of a darker purpley, I don't know if I want to say maroon vibe, but together I feel like it all works. I'm just going to say it like that. It works. I made it work. We figured out a way to make it work. So I'm just like trying to figure out my boxes because that was the thing. So one of the extra pages had like 3 extra boxes, And I'm actually glad because there were 2 boxes in the 9 full boxes that I was, just not like all that thrilled about. So it was nice to have the extra boxes, but I was just trying to figure out placement. These headers are also from Two Little Bees. They were on a freebie that I got and just threw in my stash. And so I was like, well, since they're Two Little Bees, they are really cute scalloped. I was like, that'll look, really good. The doll that I'm using is from Gold Mining Coco, and I'm just using some of the florals and this lace circle from Alyssa's Craft Shop to jazz up my sidebar. And I know usually, like my sidebar, I have a box there so I can write like what the happy memory was for that week. But because she's a little bit of a larger doll, I just had to leave it out. So it is what it is. But, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So those are some of the florals that I was talking about that's on that lace circle. I'm losing my words here. But those are some of the purple florals that I was talking about as well. Those are also from Alyssa's Craft Shop. I do believe she has all of her florals still in the shop. So I think if you want to pick those up, you can. You certainly can. With the date covers this week, I just decided to leave them as they naturally come. They do have a floral pattern on them, and I just felt like trying to add florals to that would just be a little much. And I didn't really have it in me to do all that this week. So I just kept it simple. And I think that's what we plan how you want to. I know right now it is a trend and it's very beautiful, but sometimes if you just don't feel like it, don't force it. I feel like whenever I try to force things in my spreads, that's when I'm not satisfied with them. So I just do what kind of works for me at the moment. However, I'm vibing. So this was the week of Veterans Day, and I just took that holiday script from Paper Trail Plans and put that on the box. I made sure that I used a box that had some open available space because I knew that I would be writing in the rest of that day. All right, so we are finally in the day today. So starting with Monday, oh man, y'all, these last couple weeks of work have been just it's busy all day. I don't really have time to just kind of slow down, which can be frustrating at times. And I'm hoping it really does calm down. But this week, I ended up having 2 patient care conferences. And patient care conferences is basically when we sit down, talk with the patient, and usually myself as a social worker, and then the administrator of the clinic, maybe the doctor sometimes, and whoever the patient may want to be involved in their patient care conference. We have patient care conferences for various different reasons. It could be because of a patient grievance, or it could be because we're worried about the patient and their health, and so we want to address, figure out how we can fix things with them and their support system. But this week we were having 2 patient care conferences because of grievances. Y'all, I mean, I don't know what to say. Sometimes I get tired of having to be the problem solver. I mean, I know that that's what that is a portion of what social workers do, but sometimes it's just it's exhausting because you are you're trying to appease someone, But at the same time, you also know that there's room for improvement there as well on their side. But you're kind of just accepting everything that they're unhappy with and just dealing with it, which is a large part of customer service, basically. So, thank God for all my customer service experience before I started as a social worker. But anyway, so this was a draining week. Not only that, but I also had I wasn't feeling that well on Monday. So my stomach was hurting, which is a quite frequent thing for me. But it was pretty bad that day because when I got home, I actually just kind of ate and then got in the bed. Um, but yeah, I it was a draining day on Monday, but I did finish out the day by reading. I've been reading on my tablet. But I didn't have my stickers at this point from, where did I order them from? White Dish Stationery. So I just used this book from Christine's Paper Studio to indicate that I was reading the book Where the Truth Lies. Um, don't ask me authors because I just like pick a random free book off of books on my iPad and I read it. And if I like the book, then like I'll go and see if that author has other books in the series, and then I may read some more there. So that's what I was doing here. So I finished up this book. I think I finished it that day, and then later on I started another book from that author as well. But moving on, I'm just gonna kind of play on. Tuesday was my sister-in-law's birthday, so I just marked that. As I'm gonna slowly get there. We're moving along slowly. This was a process, y'all. So this was the first time that I actually tried to use the frame boxes as they were intended. Typically, I just use them, like I use the inside of the box as well and just use it as a regular box. But this time I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. And so I was using those splashes from, I think, Alyssa's craft shop as well. But as you saw, like the corner of it broke. And I was just like, I don't understand how Tay is able to work with these things without them just like ripping every single time. But I finally made it work, as you can see. So it was my sister-in-law's birthday. So I was just marking that. Um, and then later on that day, I had to get a prescription refill for myself and for my daughter. And then did some cleaning around the house because as I marked on Monday, my shower clogged. So that meant that all of the water was backing up in the shower. So I cleaned the shower, got that fixed to try to, because we had put what do you call that stuff? The Drano down the drain to open it up. And so then we were just, I had to clean up all the hair because whenever I wash my hair sheds a lot. So, of course, it just clogged up the drain and I needed to get all of that cleaned out. Sorry. So that afternoon after work was just kind of like cleaning, cooking, doing normal things around the house. And then that evening, once again, I had more stomach pain. So I was just kind of taking it easy in the bed. Yeah, when I'm having stomach pain, I usually don't get a lot accomplished. The only way I usually get relief is when I lay down. So that's pretty much means I'm going to be resting at that time period. But I do like these florals that I put at the bottom with these. These was from a $2 Tuesday from Sadie's Stickers. And I feel like Alicia has really been coming through with the $2 Tuesdays. Like I was thinking the other day and I was like, man, it's crazy how $2 Tuesdays went from just being like a fun foil color to like we're having so many, I mean, like it's so much that is being released on $2 Tuesdays. I mean, it's great. Like I love the evolution of it. It is amazing. Sorry, let me stop and talk about this box that I just created on Wednesday. So that box is actually the inside of the frame box that I used on Tuesday for the birthday. I told you I don't waste those. I use that. It's a perfect midi box. So I use it as a box. And then this one, it I think it was a oops. So it had a little bit of the coloring on the outside, so it looks like a box. Like it looks just like a perfect box. I love the way that came out. Um, this was also part of, so what is it? November. I said I updated my benefits, but now that I think about it, was open enrollment closed? I don't know. Mm, I might, I don't know. I might have got that a little mixed up. But I said I updated benefits, so I'm assuming that I did my open enrollment benefits. That's the only thing I could think of. Um, mm. I scheduled a maintenance visit because we were also having problems with our water pressure. So we needed someone to come out and look at our water pressure because, like, if you would turn on the um, if you use the, let's say you were washing clothes, then when you try to use the sink in the kitchen at the same time, like no water would come out. Same thing if like if you were using the shower. So needed someone to come out to that. And I like how I layered those flags on top of each other and use that little important, what are those things called? I don't even remember. But that little important tab thingy. I like how I layered that. That was cute. Moving on to Thursday, like I said, Thursday was Veterans Day, and now that my daughter is in a like traditional daycare, they usually go by the like the county's uh, calendar. So since regular school was out on that Thursday, then the daycare was closed, which is just like really it's closed on in the middle of the week, and they were just closed the Friday before because of the Braves won the World Series, and so they ever like all the schools closed down for the parade. So I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like another day off. And I wasn't taking another day off from work, so baby stayed home with daddy since he was working from home that week, and I went on to work. So no school for her, but which I'm sure she loved. She was on 10 with that. But anyway, had some patient rounds that day, and that afternoon I made a Target run to get some things that I needed from Target, and I had a coupon from Nothing But Cakes for buy one get one free. So if you have a Nothing But Cakes in your area and you like them, I suggest that you sign up for their emails because they send out buy one get one frees coupons fairly often. I've noticed that they come, pretty often, and I love them. So I love them. My daughter loves them. My husband likes it too. So it's perfect for me because I can get one for myself and then another one to spare, and I don't have to share with anybody. Well, so I guess I have to share with my daughter sometimes. But I like when my husband goes because he buys her own one, and then I don't have to share it all. So moving on to Friday, that was the day that we had the second care conference for the week, and then Nikki Plus 3 was having grab bags. So y'all know I love Nikki Plus 3, and I most definitely had to get some grab bags. So I got I got the ones that where you got the full kit, like 3 or 4 pages of a kit. And I think I actually liked what I got. They were pretty good. I like those. I think they may be in the next haul. I'm not sure. Maybe, possibly. Who knows? So anyway, picked up my daughter early from daycare. Um, there was an issue where some of the teachers had to leave early, and so they were asking, if you could come pick up your child early. So I just left work early. Her daycare is literally right across the street from my job, so I just went and picked her up. And then she FaceTime Graham that day, and then that Friday, no Friday, yes, Friday I bought a Switch. So in theory, the Switch is a Christmas present for my daughter. However, since it's not Christmas yet, I have been playing it so that I can learn how, and show her what to do. And I feel more like it's a Christmas present to myself. But, you know, we'll see how it goes once she knows that it exists. Saturday morning, we had the maintenance visit. When I called to make the appointment, they were like, the only thing we have this week is on Saturday. And I was like, oh, like who wants to get up a Saturday morning, early because somebody's coming to the house to look at things. But I knew we needed to get that checked out. So I had the maintenance visit. He was able to fix some part of the pressure issue, but then the other part, he said that he needed to call a plumber. So that was still, up in the air getting fixed. And then that afternoon, we had a planner Friendsgiving. My friend Courtney hosted at her house, and so we all brought something to eat. And then I say planner Friendsgiving, but we didn't actually do anything with our planners really this time. We did what do you call it? We did this like a sip and paint. She had canvases for us to paint, and so we did a sip and paint. So I dressed up for that, did my hair and my makeup, and we had our Friendsgiving, which was very nice. In the afternoon, just had some family time watching TV. Cut it up with Bae. So moving on to Sunday, I made a big breakfast that morning with pancakes. I had a YouTube video that went live that day. And then later on, I had a really bad headache because my daughter headbutted me. And y'all, I really felt like I really was sitting there like, do I have a concussion? Because it was that type of headache, and it was not going away. It would not go away. But I didn't die. I didn't die, y'all. So we're good. We're good now. I watched the Harder They Fall, and then we had a dinner for my sister-in-law since it was her birthday that week. And this is the end of the spread. I hope you guys enjoy this spread. I love how it turned out. This is actually, I feel like this is the first time I've used one of my two Little Bees kits. Y'all, I really think it is. But be glad for you guys to see more in the future. Bye.